Hi everyone. In this video I'm going to be covering a field of health, a field of healing that relates to the mind-body connection and different modalities that kind of overlap with one another, or it's really a fundamental healing system that's being presented by different people using different names, different titles, but it's all based really on the same basic principles, the same basic discoveries about how the mind and body function together in creating symptoms of illness or disease. This begins with what's called New Medicine. It's also been referred to as German New Medicine, as the doctor who first began to develop or uncover this system was a doctor in Germany named Dr. Hamer. And this arose when he began to notice particular correlations between cancer and certain types of psychological stresses or traumas that people experienced. So there would be this psychological stressor, and then after some period of time following that stressor, a person would develop a cancer. He really began to closely examine and study this, and over time he recognized this whole organ-mind-brain connection where a particular mind pattern of stress on the mental level, the psychological level, would trigger something to occur within the brain that would then relay to a particular organ or tissue, a particular area or system of the body where the physical symptoms would manifest. This was not only with cancer, but with other diseases or illnesses. So what he came to realize is that our body is actually in some way carrying out these biological programs that are designed for dealing with stresses. And since every part of the body, every organ, every tissue in our body, on a symbolic or metaphorical level, reflects something within our consciousness, then you could find these connections. You could trace the particular issue in your consciousness to the symptoms that are playing out in the body. And realizing that in order for those symptoms in the body to be fully resolved, for that, quote, disease or illness to completely go away permanently, you would usually need to address the pattern or issue that's present in the consciousness. There is kind of this detailed progression or cycle to disease symptoms, and these physicians who work with New Medicine or with the other healing systems that are based on New Medicine are able to carefully explore what symptoms you're presenting with and see what phase, what stage of the process your body is going through. And using that, it helps them determine or identify what healing interventions could be helpful or appropriate at that point. There are things we could be doing on a physical level as well as an emotional, psychological, or spiritual level. The systems that have been developed based upon New Medicine include metamedicine, biodecoding, and lifestyle prescriptions. So you'll see different practitioners out there in the holistic health field who work with those modalities, and really what they're doing is they're working with systems that use those basic discoveries that began with Dr. Hamer and combining it with knowledge and information on different healing practices, different therapeutic tools that can be used to help get to the source of those issues to resolve them. So there's kind of this root cause analysis process where you see a person's symptoms and patterns, and using the understanding from new medicine, you can trace it to what particular psychological stress or conflict or trauma is at the origin of that particular issue or pattern. So this is something that can be very valuable. It can help people more specifically focus on ways to help foster the healing process. It does mean that there's kind of an art involved to this, where every individual person is unique, and since we're working on the level of consciousness, we can't just give people a particular pill, a prescription in the traditional sense. We have to kind of individualize our treatment approach to identify what could be provided to assist that particular person to resolve the issue that they're carrying in their mind or their emotions. Sometimes it might be a form of psychotherapy, it might be a form of energy psychology, it might be personal growth work that they may need to do. It could be some type of spiritual guidance to support them. It could be energetic types of remedies, so things like homeopathy, aromatherapy, sound or color therapy. There could be even some conventional medical types of interventions that could be useful at certain times in addressing these issues. So we really have to look in depth to explore what the meaning of the symptoms would be, and to see what we could do on different levels that might help foster a resolution or a release of the issue that's creating their illness. For those that are interested in this subject, I would encourage you to do more reading and research about those different modalities or healing systems. The new medicine system, also biodecoding, lifestyle prescriptions, or metamedicine, which are associated with Dr. Fisslinger. So these are things that a lot of people are using now and finding beneficial in promoting healing and helping people get to the root of the particular psychological or physical condition they're dealing with. In my work as a holistic healer, I found that pretty much any physical condition people have can be traced to roots on a psychological level. One way that I can ascertain this is through the energy system, where I find where a person's energy flow is disrupted or constricted. And having a knowledge of the energy system, I can understand how particular psychological issues and patterns relate to those energy disturbances. So energy is really the medium that brings together or integrates mind and body. Our body and mind are both energy. They're just different layers or ranges of that system of energy. So if we realize that physical matter and consciousness are both aspects of the same unified energy system, we can see how vital it is to work on both levels, physically and psychologically, if we wish to foster healing. I hope that this explanation has given each of you some insight into the subject. For those that are interested in holistic health and mind-body wellness, you can watch more of my YouTube videos, and I also invite you to view my website, phinsights.com, phinsights.com. You'll find information about the therapies I offer, as well as some other links and resources for your education. For now, I would like to wish everyone a wonderful day. Namaste.